From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us here tonight on this Wednesday. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's going on locally. A Richland County woman is dead after a two-vehicle traffic crash. It happened around 3:35 yesterday afternoon along U.S. Route 50 just east of Noble. That was near the Jesse Road intersection. State police in Effingham report that 60-year-old Kimberly Black of Noble was westbound on Highway 50 when her SUV crossed the road center line and struck an eastbound semi head-on. Black was pronounced dead at the scene, while the unidentified 31-year-old truck driver from Swansea, Illinois, was taken to an area hospital with injuries. Richland County emergency personnel assisted state police at the scene. Highway 50 was closed until the crash was cleaned up. The sentencing of a Norris City man has been delayed. WRUL says 58-year-old Terry Hall was originally scheduled to be sentenced back in July in federal court. That date was pushed back to September 9th, now back to October 28th. The former lead pastor at Turning Point Church of God in McLeansboro pled guilty to 2 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of making false statements, and a count of providing false documents, according to the indictment. Hall used his position to defraud the government out of some $199,900 through the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act in 2020. Hall reportedly had applied for and was granted an economic injury disaster loan through the U.S. Small Business Administration. It was on or around July 28th of 2020 when the SBA distributed $92,900 directly to Hall's personal bank account. In May of 22, after Hall had requested a modified increase in the loan amount in April of 21, he would get another $107,000 after convincing members of the church to wire the amount to his personal account. The indictment went on to say that Hall knew all along he planned to use the full amount of the loans personally and that they wouldn't be used to alleviate any economic injury at the church caused by the pandemic. Lawrence County Sheriff's Department arrested a Bridgeport man after an alleged incident with a youth. WAKO says 32-year-old Joshua Pfeffer of Bridgeport is preliminarily charged with indecent solicitation of a child. No other details have been released as part of the investigation. He was taken to the Lawrence County Jail. Meanwhile, a Carmi man turned himself in at the White County Jail Thursday on an active White County warrant. WRUL says Stephen Forrester was wanted on a warrant for driving on a revoked or suspended license and is facing a series of serious charges in White County, awaiting hearings on charges of aggravated domestic battery and domestic battery dating back to April, as well as an arson case from August. 38-year-old Shania Buchanan of Fairfield was arrested Monday by Carmi police. She was charged with driving while license suspended and was later released on a notice to appear. WFIW says the Fairfield City Council met Tuesday and Michelle Smith of Kemper CPA presented the city's audit report, issuing an unmodified opinion, noting only minor concerns, including the lack of password change policies, inconsistent utility shutoff practices, and a pension reporting discrepancy. Smith reported the city's cash position rose by some $1.2 million, while restricted cash fell by $6.5 million due to bonds being retired. Meanwhile, the City Council approved vacating a small 15-foot gas utility easement in the Fairfield Industrial Park to make way for Frontier Community College's new gymnasium. 3 street closures for events were approved for the Christmas Parade December 6th, the Elks Club's Fall Fun Fest, Cornhole Tournament, and Pickleball Tournament at Lakeside Park. The council also approved a $15,000 revolving loan to Christina Copeland and Mackenzie Stewart of Grace and Bloom, a new gift shop that will open on Commerce Drive in the same building as Copeland's Country Financial Insurance Agency. Trick-or-treat dates were set for Fairfield. That will be October 30th and 31st from 5 to 8 each evening. Meanwhile, recreational fund expenditures totaling $6,500 were approved for community events, including $4,000 for the trunk or treat, $1,500 for the Christmas parade, and $1,000 for the retail merchants holiday open house. The Fairfield City Council declared the property at number 3 Hill Drive a dangerous building, saying that the home is abandoned, overgrown, inaccessible at the front, and has a collapsed roof. Attempts to contact the owner, who reportedly lives in Wayne City, have gone unanswered. Mayor Gary Moore updated the council on serious complications with the city's power plant cleanup. The city's insurer, IML, has denied coverage for environmental damages, citing an environmental exclusion. Cleanup costs have already reached $635,000, with asbestos removal expected to add at least $100,000 more. The Illinois EPA is now involved with soil testing and mitigation likely required. The council voted to seek bids for a new liability insurance to be reviewed in November. And the Norfolk Southern Railroad crossing on South 1st Street in Fairfield will be closed from September 29th through October the 3rd. The Grayville City Council also met Monday. WRUL reports Mayor Travis Thompson says that Zach Cole, the newly hired 4th police officer, started on Monday. Cole, who graduated from the academy Friday, will complete field training over the next month to 6 weeks. Meanwhile, the City Council approved the final reading of the Solicitor's Peddlers Ordinance. It granted the Friends of Grayville permission to close streets for the annual car show October 4th, set trick-or-treating hours in Grayville for Halloween night from 5 to 8 p.m. Grayville leaders also approved demolition quotes for city-owned properties, the cost of some $9,800 for 117 East Martin and $6,350 for 611 Water Street, pending final paperwork. And the council in Grayville agreed to rent a Hydromex vac truck for sewer work at $5,000 per day. It's expected to be used for 2 days. There will apparently be a race for Wabash County Commissioner next year. The date for petitions to be filed is still weeks away on October 27th, but at least 2 candidates have taken to social media to announce their candidacy. Missy Judge and Jaden Pettyjohn have both announced their intent to run for a seat on the Wabash County Board, while both David Brown and Mary Sweppy have also taken out petitions, according to WSJD. Incumbent Scott West is not seeking another term on the board. Meanwhile, incumbent Sheriff Derek Morgan and incumbent Treasurer Angela Brewster have also picked up petitions. Candidates can begin filing those petitions October 27th at City Hall. The primary will be next March 17th. The general election will be November 3rd of 2026. Burn bans are popping up in area counties. Thus far, Lawrence and Clay have announced that burn bans are now in place, prohibiting any outdoor burning due to the extremely dry conditions. And in news from Wayne County, WFIW reports that Wayne County Coroner Carrie Jo Dagg passed away this morning at her residence after a lengthy illness. Dagg was serving her 2nd term as coroner. Funeral services are currently pending at the Johnson and Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield. Meanwhile, Fairfield Memorial Hospital's CEO Mike Cooper, employed through an affiliation agreement with Deaconess Health Systems, was terminated on Monday. Cooper had served as CEO since July of 2024. No reason given for the termination. Prior to coming to Fairfield, Cooper had worked at a hospital in Bedford, Indiana, and most recently in La Crosse, Kansas. Hospital officials announced that Andy Flemmer has been appointed as interim CEO, beginning his duties next week. Flemmer had previously served as a CEO at Arkansas Valley Medical Center in Colorado. More to come. A look at your warming weather forecast is next, and then we'll talk sports. Stay with us.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
Introducing the Student Plus account from First National Bank, a free checking account designed for students and parents alike. With Student Plus, parents stay in control with real-time alerts and spending limits, while students learn to manage money safely and independently. Instant transfers, lost card protection, and customizable features make banking simple for the whole family. Getting started is easy. Just visit any First National Bank of Allendale branch with your student, set up mobile banking, and choose the features that work best for you. Student Plus accounts with First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
And welcome back. It's time to take a look at your weather forecast here tonight, as we've got more clear conditions across the region here this evening. All quiet across the outside tonight, and more heat and humidity headed our way. 87 is where we made it to this afternoon, 3 degrees above our normal high for this time of year. 62, right on pace for normal, was our low this morning, and we're going to see more elevated temperatures as we go throughout time here. Forecast model trying to kick up a few very isolated showers through the overnight hours and into the morning on Thursday, but we're just not buying that. There might be a pop-up shower that could certainly bring some welcome rain to us, but that's going to be a chance that's few and far between as we go out through the day on Friday. All clear out there, a few clouds, but no showers to speak of. And unfortunately, as we're searching for rain, we're just not finding it out there, going to cause more drought-like conditions. Clear skies expected for all of us tonight. Overnight low temperatures this evening right around 60 degrees as we move toward the daybreak hours tomorrow. Warming up tomorrow, upper 80s to the north, low 90s to the south. Carmi and McLeansboro, the hot spots at 91 under sun for your Thursday. Thursday night into Friday morning, clear skies. Again, temperatures upper 50s near 60 for the overnight low. On Friday, again, heating up once again, upper 80s, low 90s. Notice that the 90s, 91, Mount Carmel, Fairfield, Albion, 92 at Carmi and McLeansboro for highs on Friday, and it gets worse as we go toward the weekend. 94 for the high on Saturday, all the way up to 97 on Sunday. That could be a near record high. We'll stay in the low 90s through the early part of next week before Wednesday gets here, and we might, just might, settle back into the upper 80s on Wednesday. But again, no rain in sight. That's a look at weather. Sports is next.
Summer savings are here at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2025 Explorer up to $5,100 off. And get a new 2024 F-150 up to $13,600 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Get hot summer savings at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a 2025 Grand Cherokee L lease for $433 a month, or a 2024 Dodge Hornet up to $12,330 off. Come in and get yours today and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
811, if you're not familiar with that, it's a Julie program in the state of Illinois. It's actually nationwide, but that's a free service. The utilities take care of that. Customer wanting to dig or plant flowers or fence posts or something like that, call that service, give us 2 business days, that's the law, 2 business days notice. We'll come out and we'll locate all the underground utilities in your area and make sure that you know where you're able to dig and you can dig safely, and we're protected and you're protected that way.
Welcome back. Let's talk sports. We began with high school volleyball last night. Edwards County beat Grayville 2-0. Alice Robb of the Lions reached 1,000 career assists. Fairfield beat Newton 2-0. Carmi straight sets win over Flora. Hamilton County beat Cesar 2-0. Lawrenceville over Hudsonville Palestine 2-0. Bree Central over Salem 2-0. Wayne City over Sisney 2-0. And North Clay City beat Altamont 2-0. High school soccer yesterday, Robinson over Mount Carmel 7-0. Newton beat Alney 2-0. And Salem beat Centralia 9-0. Golf yesterday at the Mount Carmel girls won at Country Oaks Club. The Lady Aces with a 157, Bar Reeves second at 178, Washington third at 179. The Lady Aces Miley Kennard, co-medalist at 37. At Benton, Hamilton County wins the boys side with a 158. Benton's Gray team second at 161. 5 teams, including 2 from Benton, took part. At Flora, Carmi won the boys match with a 170. Flora second at 177. North Clay and Sisney with no team scores. Carmi also beat Flora on the girls side 220 to 240 in that one. At Lawrenceville, Red Hill Lawrenceville won the boys match over Mount Carmel 162-173. Ross Moore, the medalist, at 38. At Alney beat Salem in the boys match 171-176. The Tigers' Aiden Nealis, the medalist, at 38. At Harrisburg, NCOE wins the boys match at 165. Hardin County second, followed by Harrisburg. 6 teams taking part. NCOE's Javon Garrett, the medalist, at 38. NCOE also won the girls' side with a 231. No other team scores. Girls high school tennis yesterday, Mount Carmel beats Flora 7-2. That does it for us tonight. See you back here tomorrow. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Have a great night.